It's Monday, December 10th, and here in the studio, we're cooking up a new Throwing Jabs. I'm Jake Arnold, and I'm devastated by my Philadelphia Eagles. Over here is Andrew Bobby, who his Steelers lost.
Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
And then we got Aiden Lassiter over here, who's a Cardinals fan.
Proud as ever.
Probably just doesn't want to talk about it.
I love it.
On today's episode, we're going to talk about the NFL, the Heisman winner, and we're going to talk about USA Rugby. And since football has been a little painful for all of us this week,
unless you're not
we're going to start with some USA Rugby. All right? So, I know you guys aren't huge rugby guys.
I mean, I was taught how to play rugby back 2 years ago, but, like, I don't know. I just personally, I'm a football guy. So.
Yeah.
Rugby have big
and you're
balls.
A quarterback. You don't want to get injured.
Yeah.
But
he still tears his
of the
knee.
sport.
Yeah.
Still tears his knee.
Yeah. So USA Rugby right now is first in the world, which is crazy. Or the sevens team, I should say.
The sevens team. So is there a difference? Explain. Is there a difference between 11 and 7, or is it 11?
So it's 15.
7-11?
There's Rugby 15s, which is 15 players on a side.
My bad.
And that's kind of the bigger one that people think of when they think rugby. Now, Rugby sevens is a faster version of the sport. It's about 14-minute long games.
So it's like football 7-on-7 basically.
Kind of. And what they do is, instead of having home and away teams, it's kind of like a NASCAR circuit where they travel to different locations and compete. But right now, USA has won silver in the past 2 tournaments of this season, which has led them to a first place overall in the world, 1 point above New Zealand, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy because the All Blacks always dominate.
Yeah. Wait, are the New Zealanders the one that do that weird dance before every game?
The hockey.
Yeah, the hockey dance.
Yeah.
But sadly, we were blown out by Fiji in the final.
Their water was just too tight.
Yeah.
Their water was just too good.
Fiji is such a good team.
They put something in our water.
Crazy.
They cheated.
Bro, they gave us Evian. Kill them.
They didn't give us a Fiji.
Evian backwards is naive. Did you know that?
That's crazy.
I did not know that.
Do you know how much that matters about sports?
It's very important to sports because you got to stay hydrated.
Speaking of hydration.
All right.
All right. So that's about all we got for rugby because
it's rugby.
Yeah.
No offense, Jake.
So Heisman, when was that? Heisman voting was
a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Saturday.
the right Heisman won.
The
Heisman the Heisman candidate who should have won.
If you want to do it based off of stats, we go with Tua, and let me explain to you why. Okay, so you look at it. Kyler Murray played, I believe, 802 snaps. To Tua's 500, and I believe it was either 538 or 588.
I don't know.
So you look at that, and Tua's probably, I think it's 500 yards away from Kyler Murray, and I don't know how many touchdowns.
Overall,
10 touchdowns.
Rushing or passing?
Tua didn't play the fourth quarter in those games in the regular season.
But imagine if
Kyler
he
Murray
did.
had to. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's why he deserves the Heisman.
No, but he didn't. We can't go off of our imagination. He didn't.
I'm not doing it based off of imagination. I'm doing it based off of snaps.
He still didn't have the production, even though he did it a lot
don't lie,
less.
and he had more production than...
He had more
production than Kyler Murray and Dwayne Haskins in 588 snaps.
This was a two-man race. Let's not
800
bring
snaps.
Dwayne Haskins in.
Dwayne Haskins was awful. He only received
he wasn't awful, but this was a two-man race because... And Tua...
He received like a third of the votes of...
Yeah.
Even Tua.
No, but Tua, it was very close, but I have to go with Kyle Murray because, I mean, just how explosive he, as well as the fact, this is one of the greatest college football teams, like, ever. Bobby left his ID on. All right, this is one of the greatest college football teams, like, ever. And Kyle Murray, he's out there not by himself, and he has a great head coach and all that, but Kyle Murray's doing it with a lot less talent around him.
Are you kidding me? I would take Marquise Brown over Jerry Jeudy every day of the week.
Yeah, all right. I'm talking about the big boys up front, running backs, and overall
Big
wide
12
receiver
defense. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, I am not saying that Tua is bad. Tua would have won the Heisman in almost any other year.
Tua's winning it next year.
Tua's winning it
plays
next
at Oklahoma, and he throws for 5,000 yards instead of 4,000 yards.
All right, but Kyle Murray is also at, 1,000? Just a shade under 1,000 rushing.
892.
As well as the fact Kyle Murray has more. What are the passing to interception or touchdown to interception
40
ratio?
touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
For who?
And then
For Murray.
Tua is like 37-3. So Tua's had.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying Tua would have won every year.
deserves the game.
The only year I can think, the only 2 years I can think of in recent times that Tua wouldn't have won.
Cam Newton.
Was Jameis's and Mariota's. Those 2 years were crazy from both. Dude, Jameis that year and
Cam Newton's.
Cam Newton's was
probably.
no.
That was one of the most dominating Heisman races.
So was the past the two that I just listed. And I'm just saying recently. I mean, our Heismans have not been that just jaw dropping. I mean, Baker was a one man race.
No. That was a one man.
That was
race.
a one man race. He had no. The same.
I don't
Lamar
even
Jackson.
remember who else was nominated.
Picking Lamar Jackson's was like picking between like. It was just like
But
a
that
pick
was
your
a horrible
poison.
Heisman
Yeah, that's what I'm
race.
saying.
That
I'm
was
saying the past
horrible.
ones have been bad. That Tua would have easily won, but I just think this year that Kyle Murray deserved it. He came into the system first year and dominated.
How about Kyler Murray deciding to stick with baseball?
He said he wants to play both, actually. So for the record, he said both.
I didn't
haven't
actually
seen
hear
His
that.
agent said he intends to stick with baseball.
Dude,
He
I
intends,
hope
but
he
he
does.
also says he would like to play both.
No, I
Came
think
out
he's
with a
doing that. I
statement.
think he's doing that because I think he thinks that he's just a college quarterback.
Maybe.
Honestly, he can.
He
could play
probably,
whatever
he
he
could probably
wants.
play in the NFL easily.
He could
But
be the
there's a
next
bigger
Taysom
chance
Hill.
of. All right.
If you're a
first I'm
9th
here with the
overall draft pick in
Taysom
the
Hill.
MLB, you are playing in the majors
Yeah.
within 2 years.
Yeah,
You are
but-
making bank.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's probably, he's just probably for the NFL. There's a bigger chance that he'll burn out there. We've seen quarterbacks are very hit or miss. The team's needing quarterbacks this year. Unless you get drafted if he gets drafted by the Jags, I'd drop everything and go to
Not
Jacksonville.
just quarterbacks though, but Heisman quarterbacks.
Yeah, they have been Baker's been
Heisman.
nice. Cam is there? Lamar Jackson's
Yeah.
been
Lamar Jackson's been incredible.
Yeah.
He has. All right.
All right, let's not go incredible. Lamar Jackson's been solid for a rookie.
I'd love to break down some tape with you and show why he's throwing maybe 50%, completing 50% of his passes.
But the way he
No,
runs the
he's
ball.
still. No, that's what I'm saying. Like what? RG3 was trash.
RG3
His rookie
lost that
season.
game for the Ravens.
You can't say that. He played 2 plays the whole game.
Exactly, and one of them was a bad throw.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to go.
I thought it was an interception, but I forgot.
I wouldn't want to go in. Maybe throw like 4 times and then okay, let's go. Yeah, that's like, especially with a lot of pressure on. Like
Yeah, in overtime.
No.
I mean, it's hard, but
Dude, the NFL games are crazy.
if Lamar
Cost me
Jackson
in
stays in that
fantasy,
game, I bet they win it, or at least tie
Lamar
it.
Jackson cost them the game, though. Let's be honest.
with that fumble.
That fumble at the end of the game.
but they missed the field goal. That I wouldn't say that cost them. That was definitely a detriment because it's never like, hey, yeah, guess what I did? I fumbled. But it's like it
was
wasn't
a turning point in the game. Let's say it was crucial.
It wasn't a turning point. It was just a
It was a
stop.
crucial.
There were a lot of bad fumbles this week in the NFL.
There were also a lot of great plays.
I'm just,
Dude, did you see that Baker Mayfield thing too, where he he took the snap and he held out in his left hand the ball to hand it out and he
Yeah.
threw it.
That's
That
called
was,
the Statue of Liberty, and that's not the
Bruh.
first time it's been ran. That happens a
Dog.
lot.
But it
no.
Have
It
you
hasn't
ever
happened
seen the
recently.
No,
Oklahoma
it
versus
hasn't
Boise
happened
State
recently, and it was
in the
nasty.
Fiesta Bowl in like 2005?
No,
That's-
why am I
that's
going to
famous.
remember that? Yeah, no. First,
It never happens in the NFL.
Yeah, no, that was nasty. Pat Mahomes no look, Kenyon Drake, Derrick Henry on Thursday.
A lot of solid
Who's
plays.
your? All right. So last night, I had the opportunity to win $25 if the Rams won.
Yeah.
They lost.
Yeah.
That cost me in fantasy. Dude, I was doing great. My wide receivers were Cortland Sutton and Brandon Cooks.
Here, let's
I get
go
an
back
F in
and
the
see
chat
who
channel?
everybody picked and how we did.
I think I picked the Rams, and I think that was the only thing.
I'm pulling
when
up the graphic
when I messed
now.
up on.
No, you've had a few blunders.
I got the Dolphins. I got the Browns. I got the Cowboys.
So
Wait,
Aiden picks Dolphins, Texans, Browns, Cowboys, Rams, and then Vikings, which play tonight.
Can
pretty solid.
I note something?
Yeah.
Julio Jones scored his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Second and third.
Yeah, he got 2 because I played him in fantasy too. Got that garbage time touchdown. God, cost me $60.
How bad is Atlanta this year?
I don't know. I'm going to the Atlanta Cardinals game in
Horrible.
Atlanta and this weekend. I'm hoping I can see Larry Fitzgerald catch a touchdown, get the dub.
Yeah, as a Steelers fan, I am worried, absolutely worried that they're not going to make the playoffs right now.
The
Steelers are going to make the playoffs.
Nah, I
but
don't, dude. The Ravens.
They're going to get a wild
that
card.
wild card is wide open.
Okay, so we have the Patriots
in the
next
AFC.
week with a rib injury with Big Ben. He already announced he's going to play, but James Conner is really what we lack during this game.
James
And
Conner
rushing.
is nasty.
James Conner is nasty.
Dude, talk
We need
about
him.
a comeback story. That remember when he had cancer from Pitt?
Mhm.
Oh, that was so sad. But now he's nasty.
Nah,
I want to go all the way back to Thursday night and talk Derrick Henry.
Was this a breakout game? I'm thinking it was more of a one-game wonder. I've got to
I
be
think it was a
honest.
one-hit wonder.
I
but
think it is,
I
but
think
I
that-
don't want it to be.
He'll still be solid, but like he's still gonna need like a Deion Lewis type deal.
I remember-
with him. He's not gonna be able to be a bell cow. I can run it every time. He just doesn't have. I hope he is, and there is a chance that he will be. I just don't think it will.
I remember
transpire.
watching him his freshman year, and I told him. I looked over at my dad and I said, he's going to win the Heisman one day. That guy, number 22, before he changed to number 2. And the next year, 2 years after that, he won the Heisman. Absolute stud. But you look at these big backs, 6'4", 6'3", they're not going to make it long term in the NFL because
can't
you
anymore.
can't.
Unless
It's going towards smaller backs and bigger quarterbacks.
well, no,
That's
it's
the way
going
the
to.
NFL
It's
is now.
the way it's really going is big backs that are really fast and elusive, like Saquon, David Johnson.
Saquon's not
James-
that big though. I mean,
Saquon is
he's a
6'2",
monster.
What,
He's
6'1"?
He's 6 foot.
6
6 foot.
Yeah, but
Barely.
how much he
He's
weighs?
just a-
He weighs
he's just
like,
one of
what,
those freaks.
235. So does David Johnson 6'2", 225. Like those.
When has
those are
David
still,
Johnson actually did something good since 2 years ago?
Bro, he's had several 100 yard or not 100 yards, but like he'll get the he'll
He hasn't
rack up
done anything
touchdowns.
magnificent
As well as the
since 2
fact,
years
do we
ago.
see that offensive line? Not only was it already a horrible offensive line, but they have no starters. All their starters are on IR.
Like the Cardinals?
Every single Cardinals offensive lineman is on IR.
That's
As
their
well as the
problem.
fact, I think we have 2 or 3 backups on
Good
IR.
players produce. Stop giving excuses.
He had Mike McCoy as his head coach, and he has the worst NFL offensive line in front of him. A rookie quarterback, no wide receivers, and a tired defense. And everybody knows that it's going to be a handoff to David Johnson. And I've seen him produce several games. He has not. Mike McCoy took him out of the passing game, which severely damaged him. Because people knew that it was just going to be run up the gut. If you see, since Byron Leftwich, his numbers have still increased, which is unbelievable considering the fact that their offensive line just keeps getting more and more injured.
This season has not been good for him.
Well, it's not been good for the Cardinals. We're 3-9,
3-10.
3-10. Excuse me.
You lost to
He's
the
only
Lions.
Yeah.
had one game over 100 yards, and that's the Raiders. That's it.
But he's had several multiple touchdown games. Still found the end zone.
He's found the end zone in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games.
All right, how many since I can't remember when Byron Leftwich he got fired right after the Broncos game. So this is the real thing that I think matters. And
He's had one touchdown since then.
And we still don't even have an offensive line. Our offensive line got worse. David Johnson next year. If we fix the offensive line. Now,
Okay.
Steve Keim still might screw the pooch, and we might not fix it. If he does, he'll lose his job. But if that offensive line
you
gets
look at his
fixed,
career, and he hasn't
I-
done anything outstanding per se.
the year where he led the league in scrimmage yards and
2016?
touchdowns. Yeah.
2016, he had only 1,200 rushing yards.
Yeah, but he also had 800
Yeah, it was
800 receiving yards.
800 receiving
Yeah,
yards.
and he had 20-something
He had
touchdowns.
20 touchdowns.
Yeah.
20 total touchdowns. And then the year before that was...
The year before that, he
Okay.
was a rookie, and that's when Chris Johnson was starting, and that he broke out in the second half of the season. Then he was injured 2017.
2017,
And he's been-
he had 11 carries for
He's
23
been on the
yards.
worst offense in the NFL this year. Hands down. Rookie quarterback, no offensive line, no skill position players besides himself and old man Larry. The GOAT, who now is all-time in career receptions for a single team with
That is
12,082.
insane.
More than Jerry Rice, because Jerry Rice got kicked out of San Francisco because he got bad. And he stuck around for like 10 more years by his name, and that's why he owns all the records. So actually, if you look at it, Larry Fitzgerald is better than Jerry Rice statistically through his age.
All right.
If you look at age class.
Can we talk about this Mark Sanchez deal?
Yes.
Oh, yes. We need
Sanchez
to.
is so bad.
Dude,
what
Sanchez?
happened to him?
He guarantees Jets fans a
San-
Super Bowl and then turns around and just like
Hey, he butt fumbles, Ben. No.
butt fumbles.
No,
It's like Dwight
but
Howard.
he did. He got to the AFC Championship game twice. Anyways, I think what we really need to talk about with Sanchez is there's a lot of people calling.
Stop.
There's a lot of people calling for Colin Kaepernick, and they're like,
Colin Kaepernick
hold
hasn't
on,
touched a
hold on.
ball in probably 5
Hold on.
years.
No, he's been training, but here's the reason why. Here's the reason why they won't turn to him. There's 2 reasons. Number 1, because of course Colin Kaepernick's more talented than Sanchez. No one is saying that Colin Kaepernick is less talented
Look
than
at
Mark
his
Sanchez.
throwing motion, and it's just
No,
horrible.
I know.
It makes me wanna, it makes
I
me
know.
wanna
But he's
barf.
better than Mark Sanchez. Don't even try and change that fact, Bobby.
At this point,
But
the
at a-
Redskins might be tanking, though.
Dude, and as a marketing, like, you got to realize, not only a bunch of people who will probably support Colin Kaepernick are the same people who say the Redskins need to change their name. So you're not going to get
Yeah.
overwhelming support from them, and then the people who do like the Redskins are going to be like, are you kidding me? Colin Kaepernick? And then drop it. That would probably, this is the worst move for that team. Like, that's already the worst move for any team besides, like, picking up Kareem Hunt. But then going to the
I wouldn't
Redskins
put it
and-
past the Redskins to pick up Kareem Hunt.
no, I wouldn't put it past them either. No. But I mean, dude,
It's
if they
just
get
the
Colin
NFL's a
Kaepernick,
business,
it's
and
you're
Colin
gonna lose
Kaepernick
money.
hasn't proved that he can win games.
Yes, that's another thing. He had that one big year, and
Yeah,
then
that's it.
he.
I'm looking at it right now: 2-6, 1-10, 8-8, and then he had
No.
5-2 and 12-4.
He's been horrible. The reason why he started this is because he was going to be cut because Blaine Gabbert and Christian Ponder both outplayed him.
Yes, exactly.
And those are
then
2
he-
white quarterbacks. That's just all I'm saying. You can have your own opinion on it. You can say he's doing this for this or that.
Yes.
This started because he was outplayed by 2 white quarterbacks.
And NFL's a business, and people don't realize that. You lose games, you're out. Done.
Yeah, no, but I would love it if Sanchez was still in the league. That was Sanchez, or not still in the league, but still like a normal starter. That'd be great.
That would
But
not be
he's
great.
horrible.
I
But he's
hated
horrible.
him when he was an Eagles
It's a business.
quarterback.
He's out.
He took us from 10-1 to 10-6.
Sanchez.
Lost 5 games in a row. We missed
Bro,
the playoffs.
I
that
know,
year.
but he's just Sanchez is just one of my favorite nicknames. It's like Doug Martin's muscle hamster.
It's just like saying we should give Jamarcus Russell another chance in the NFL.
Oh yeah, or what's that like 300-pound quarterback? Have you read about that?
I know who you're talking
He-
about.
he-
I don't
he
know
played at
who it is.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, yes. I know who
Yeah,
you're talking
he's
about,
like,
yeah.
I drink Mountain Dew and I eat Krispy Kreme all the time. I actually mainline Mountain Dew. But he can throw well.
Yeah.
No, but so that, and this is the end of the Redskins season, which could be looked at as a good thing. They're a fringe top 10 pick in a very deep draft. They could land somebody. They can land a N'Keal Harry at wide receiver, or they could go off.
Somebody's
big
going to get
boys
a
off
steal
off
in the
line.
second or third round with Deebo Samuel.
Same with DK Metcalf.
All right, let's keep it in the NFC East. I want to talk about this Eagles-Cowboys game and how bad the officials were on both sides of the ball. Not just for the Eagles, but for the Cowboys, too.
Did you see Malcolm Jenkins said that they should get off the bottle?
Yes. But just from that first play,
Also,
first play of
on
the
an
game.
NFL thing, we forgot to say this is just breaking news that we got right before recording this. The Rams have fired, or the Raiders have fired their GM,
Yeah.
Reggie McKenzie.
That was expected.
So now John Gruden has full control.
But back to, I don't know if you guys watched the game. Did you?
No.
No, I was not.
First play is a kickoff. Malcolm Jenkins punches the ball out. 3 Eagles fall on top of the ball inside the 19-yard line. First of all, the referees don't even see that it's a fumble. When the guy is in the air, what is that? Horizontal in the air, and the ball is 10 yards away from
It's
him.
over there.
And then 3 Eagles jump on the ball. So Doug Peterson has to use a challenge flag, which shouldn't have to happen because it should be ruled a fumble in the
That's
first
why
place.
they have the challenge flag.
Yeah, that's why they have the challenge flag.
But if you see the fumble come out, it should
They
be ruled
obviously
a fumble.
didn't see the fumble, or else they would have called it.
So then they go to replay, and what they determine is that the 3 Eagles that were on top of the ball did not have control of the ball, so it was Cowboys' ball.
All I know is that Cowboys dominated the Eagles for the first 3 quarters of the game.
You can't say dominated when they were leading 9-3.
Amari Cooper, though. How about that?
Amari
Yeah, that-
Cooper had a
Jerry,
stat line.
Jerry Jones looks like a genius right now for only giving up a
And
first rounder.
Sidney Jones looked like a bag of shit. He looked bad.
Yeah, no, he.
But there was another call later in the game.
Is he like your only cornerback left on the roster?
Pretty much. Everybody else is injured.
Darby's dead. That's the only cornerback I really cared about.
But later in the game, Carson Wentz throws a pass to Dallas Goedert, and so he runs 75 yards, dives into the end zone, and gets his face mask ripped off in the process.
Like, actually ripped off, or
Yes.
just pulled back?
Ripped off. Refs
Off
call
of his helmet. His face mask
Or
was
not
He
his
missed
helmet.
his helmet ripped
His
his
off.
helmet
That's
gets
Okay.
ripped off.
the way he was doing
Yeah.
that, I understood that. I mean, maybe.
But they call it offensive pass interference for a swim move within 5 yards.
How do you know it was within 5 yards?
Because I
yeah,
watched
me and
the replay
Bob,
multiple
I don't know about
times.
Bobby, but I'm very skeptical of what you're saying
So,
as a very
hang
biased
on,
Eagles
hang on.
fan.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game.
Here's what's funny.
Neither did Bobby.
Refs,
But I'm just
the
saying.
refs realized their mistake on this play. After the Eagles are moved back 10 yards, or first and 20 or second and 20, I don't remember, Carson Wentz gets routinely sacked. Just bad offensive line
So they
play.
called it crappy roughing the passer.
They called a roughing the passer call to make up for it.
Hey,
This is the current state of the NFL.
You gained 5 yards, my friend. That is a deal. The art of the deal. Actually, technically, you lost at 6 points, though. So.
And then the end of the game has just perfectly summed up the Eagles' season. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Well, I didn't see it, but I heard Amari Carter.
Dak Prescott throws it. I don't remember who was there. I think it was our safety.
Malcolm Jenkins?
No, not Malcolm Jenkins. I
don't
don't remember who it was. He bats the ball, and it looks like dead ball, 4th down, they're going to kick the field goal, and we're going to have 2 minutes left to score. Instead, he hits the tail of the ball flies up into the air, and Amari Cooper grabs it and walks into the end zone backwards.
The game.
Yep.
Rest in peace to the Eagles dynasty.
Over.
2017 to 2018, Eagles dynasty.
Can I get a rip in the chat, please?
Can I get an F in the chat?
Ah,
Man, must suck
just
to be an
a
Eagles fan.
sad game.
See, at least we're having like a top pick.
Wait.
We're gonna get like Quinn and Williams.
We're
Can I
gonna
ask
have
you
a
a question?
16.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Does this say child molesters on it?
Penn State Nittany Lions.
Penn State child touchers. I mean, Nittany
We are
Lions.
Penn State.
We are child abusers. I mean, Penn State. Can I get a 7 in the chat if you care about soccer?
Can I get a rip in the chat if you think?
All right.
But anyways,
Let's-
we got to talk about Ron Rivera. What is going on with the Panthers? We
He's
talked
gonna-
about it a little
He's
last
gonna get
week.
fired.
but
He's gonna get fired before the next game, and if he doesn't, he'll get fired at the end of the season. He's only got the rest of this.
He took over defensive play calling and allowed the Browns to win. I know the Browns have become a better team since last year, but still, what is going on?
Fired. Yes.
Is that all you had to contribute, Bobby?
That was a horrible impression too. Fired. That's what it sounded like. Anyways, let's just do it. Continue.
Yeah, and then, that's all I got to say about the early games. Last night, did you guys watch the game last
No,
night?
it
Rams,
poo-pooed
Bears?
on my
Oh,
head.
I did, and it cost me $25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Yeah, it cost me my fantasy league.
total interceptions. It was crazy. 4 by
Jared Goff.
4 by Jared Goff.
Couldn't
3
he
by
throw
Mitch
one of those
Trubisky.
Brandon Cooks? Cost me $60 in my fantasy league.
They also threw a touchdown pass to a fat boy. Their offensive guard.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
saw
did see
that,
that.
and that made me very mad. Very mad. Very, very,
Why
very
couldn't
mad.
you just pass it to Brandon Cooks?
$25 now comes down to
All right.
tonight.
Anyways, continue. Come on.
That's all I got to
That's
say
it?
about that game.
All right.
It was crazy.
You know what time it is? I don't even. I know what I'm gonna say anyways.
All right, now it's time for our segments.
Aiden soccer talk or corner kick.
Aiden's corner kick.
All right, first off,
out for this one.
first off, the MLS Cup winners.
MLS championship.
Yep, Atlanta United beat the Portland
Congrats.
Timbers. Martinez did nice.
I don't know who that
He was
is.
solid. No,
I don't follow soccer enough. I know that the
I
Philly
think that's his
Union
name.
sucks.
I think that's his name. That's why I looked at you because I'm still not sure. He won the MLS MVP. He'll probably go to like the Premier League or something like that afterwards. Speaking of the Premier League, we had a big upset. Chelsea beat Man City 2-0 to allow Liverpool to 2-0.
He said nil, not now.
to to allow Liverpool to get on the top of the Premiership at 13-3. Anyways,
13-3.
I hate you. And, as well as the fact we had the UEFA Team of the Year candidates come out today. So if you're interested in that, go look it up. I put my personal Team of the Year.
It's on the Instagram.
On the Instagram.
Go follow
Throwing
us
Jabs
at
Pod.
Throwing Jabs Pod.
Make sure to go follow us.
Pod at Instagram, Twitter, and
YouTube.
Subscribe.
Can I get the rip in the chat, please?
I think Bobby's...
Is he having a stroke?
I don't know. But Bobby struck point 2! All right, and that's... I feel like... I forgot to say last time, Luka Modric, the Croatian, won the Ballon d'Or. I think that's how you pronounce
What
it.
is the blend whore?
It's like d'Or. Anyways, yeah, he won that. Messi got 5th. Total rig job. He should have won it. People are just pissed. People are just mad that they're not Lionel Messi. And so, that was all that.
Bleep this out.
All right.
Bleep this out. Did you just...
Where? When?
I don't know what you're talking about, Bobby.
You said
Rig, yeah. You said rig. I'm asking you if you said so
Sounds
leave
like
that in so Bobby
Sounds
looks
like
even
a Dwight
I'm
Howard.
No, I'm just going to bleep out what Bobby said.
No.
And it's
Yeah,
going to be
bleep
way
out.
funnier. Don't worry. All right. Final segment of the day. We've talked about a lot. I originally had 2 questions for 2-minute warning,
Go ahead.
but one of them we've decided we're going to talk about on the Thursday podcast.
Oh, what, bowl games?
With special guest Christian Crone.
Check it out.
So here's what I've got for you.
Check it out.
Are the Cowboys actually good?
Yes. Simple as that. Done. We don't even need 2 minutes. We need 2 seconds.
Can I give my full answer with an explanation without Aiden interrupting me?
Yes.
All right.
No.
No. Can I? And my reason:
Good explanation.
very, very inconsistent play by Dak Prescott.
2 interceptions and a fumble.
Exactly. And Zeke isn't gonna play like this all game long, all season long. And
Yes, he
not to mention that they're in the weakest division in football right now.
They beat the best team in football, which are the New Orleans
But the Saints looked awful against Tampa Bay.
And let's
The
not to
Saints
mention
did
the
look
Rams.
horrible. God, Alvin Kamara cost me in fantasy too. I'm really mad about my fantasy team.
So, my answer is no, irrelevant.
Yes, no,
Nobody
they
cares.
are. Well, let's think about
America's
the
team
Let's
is the
think
Pittsburgh
about.
Steelers.
That is wrong.
Shut
It's the
up.
Browns. Everybody knows
No,
that.
anyways, let's just think about. Let's think about this. They're gonna have the Saints, who they've already beat and look horrible. For just something happened there.
Okay.
The Rams, who looked horrible.
Okay.
Those are the top 2 in the NFC, and in the AFC, you had the Chiefs, who looked horrible as well this weekend, and the Patriots, who also lost. I mean, those are the top 2. I'm just saying, the playoffs are wide open. Cowboys have a big shot at not only being contenders but winning the Super Bowl. They keep playing like they're playing. Right now, they're playing like a top 5 team in the NFL.
Wrong.
Why?
Ring,
Wrong.
ring.
Inconsistent is the word. That's all I have to
All right,
elaborate
they've
on.
consistently just won 3 in a row, so.
Can they consistently win a 4th game in a row?
Who do they have next week?
Probably the Giants.
Yeah, probably somebody horrible.
They're like the Giants.
Dude, wait,
or the Eagles again.
the Giant? We need to talk. The Giants hung some up on the Redskins. I know Sanchez was in there, but
We already talked
That-
about
that's
this.
it.
I know, but Sanchez didn't play on the defensive side. That's all I was gonna say. That defense looked
All right,
horrible.
that's 2-minute drill, but Cowboys have the Colts this week.
That'll be an interesting game.
But it's in Indianapolis, and the
Yeah.
Colts have
That'll
been
be
playing
interesting.
really good.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Dude, that defense is nasty. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
All right. I think that's
Well, I'm proud.
I'm trying to find another 2-minute drill question for you guys.
it. Our
2-minute drill
drill's
question.
up.
I've got one.
Yeah, but we did 2 questions last time. So.
Yeah. Bobby, you freaking loser. Pleb.
What's your question, Aiden?
I got a question for y'all.
I didn't
All right,
really
Bobby.
have one. Yes.
I got a question for y'all.
Dead silence. Ask a goddamn question.
Bobby.
Bleep that one
Okay.
out.
All right. So, do y'all think that that the winner of
Oh.
or no, not the winner, but the Super Bowl matchup this year will come from a wild card or from a divisional, like?
Nah, it'll
winner?
be
2-minute drill question.
It'll be
2 minutes on the clock. Go.
It'll be two top two teams probably. That's not.
Hey, it's gonna be with
gonna
the
be-
Bears
it's
last
gonna-
night. It's gonna be the Bears and the Chiefs or the Patriots.
No, don't sleep on the Rams and Saints just because they've had a cruddy week in the
think
season.
everybody has
too.
a bad
I think the
game.
Bears are the best
Dude.
team in football right now. They fought past 3 interceptions to win a game.
All right, that's because the Rams had 4. The Rams had an even worse game. You're looking at it from the fact that the Bears had a bad game, but the Rams had an even worse game. They hung 59 on the Chiefs, one of the top 5 team in the NFL. We can't just throw them out the gate because they
The
lost
Chiefs don't
in
have a
Soldier
defense
Field.
though.
Because
The
they
Bears
lost.
have a tremendous defense.
They do, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be. I honestly, if I were to make a prediction right now, I would say. Oh Christ! It's got an NFC. I would just say the NFC. Whoever makes it.
NFC's
through,
wide open.
No, NFC's winning the Super Bowl. Whoever makes it through the NFC, whoever makes it through the NFC will win. AFC, what do they have? Like the Chiefs or the Patriots? Patriots played like poopy. I mean, not really.
Pittsburgh
but
will not win it as much as Bobby wants them to.
Pittsburgh won't even make the playoffs.
Bobby looks
Playoffs.
dead.
Oh man, I was
Playoffs.
just gone for 2 minutes.
Also, can we talk about the Hornets are starting to look nasty again? Just saying, man.
What about
Watch
the Lakers?
out.
The Lakers are heating up.
Bobby, have you watched the Lakers game?
Braun.
The Brontosaurus. Bro, Kemba. Watch out. Cardiac Kemba, baby. MVP.
All right.
Sixers Warriors NBA championship.
No.
You're insane.
All right.
You're delusional.
Sixers
Watch
Warriors.
this. I'm talking big upset right here. Are you ready? Nuggets, Raptors. Raptors win. Watch out for Jokic, man.
Kawhi
And
Leonard.
Hornets. That's gonna be Nuggets versus Warriors. Raptors versus Hornets. Both games go to 7. Final goes to 5.
LA versus Warriors. LeBron's gonna still make it to a championship.
Hot take: LA's not gonna make the playoffs.
Are you stupid?
Which one? Clippers or Lakers?
The Lakers, Clippers are nasty.
The Lakers are definitely gonna make the
Let's
playoffs,
calm
and
down.
they're definitely gonna make the
Definitely, dude.
finals.
Bro, the
Is that a
Maverick-
promise?
The Mavericks will
That
make
is
it.
a promise from me.
No, it'll come down, and the Mavericks will get the 8th seed, while the Lakers
The
are
Lakers
bidding.
are gonna get like the 4th seed.
While Luka Doncic flashes LeBron.
LeBron turns
right.
it up in the middle of the season. And that's
LeBron has never turned it up in the middle of the season, as well as the fact LeBron only turns it up if you make playoffs. Playoffs? Talking playoffs?
All right, everybody. That's our show. While Aiden gets up out of his chair to do sexy poses.
That was not sexy. I was just getting comfortable.
Hold on. Sit down. Sit down. All right. That's our 3rd episode, guys.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, sorry if that the second episode wasn't as good.
Yeah, our
you
second
you guys
episode
didn't watch it as
blew.
much.
Sorry.
Sorry
You don't
about
have
that.
to watch it. It might be
No,
deleted.
it didn't. No, don't. We can't delete it. We can't
delete it, but
We'll leave it there with its 7 views.
That was a bad episode. But thank you for watching.
Bad Boy Bane's at the door. Want to give him a smooch?
Please,
If anybody wants to buy me
uh,
Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, I will give you a high five.
if anybody wants to buy me a Switch, I will give you a high
If
five.
anybody wants to buy me, I will give you me because you bought me.
All right.
All right, let's
That's
end
it.
it. This has gone too long. I'm
like,
walking away.
comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things.
Can I get a
Let-
rip in the chat for Aiden?
Let's get some Greta Van Vliet to play us out.
Hey, chew. They take a sip and then it's just like a, and you see like their throat expand like that, and the water goes down.
the thing is, like, when I any water bottle I have, either this or it's just a small like Coke thing or like
Yeah.
or a can, I always
That is
my
weird.
tongue goes in. It's like naturally it happens.
Bobby, I would never let you drink out of me. Thank you for telling, or after me, not out of me. You can always drink out of me.
All right. Let's get this going.
Yes.
I started recording.
All right.
Ready?
I think we
No,
said
no,
we're not gonna do
you
this.
guys aren't.
Okay.
Can I get a? Oh yeah.
No, no one likes that.
Wait.
Ready?
This is like too far away from me.
Move closer to your face then.
Okay, we're gonna play our intro song now.
When the Curtain Falls by Greta Van Fleet. Great song.
Go ahead.